And the nuclear powers have just denied rumors that the world's waters are being polluted by
nuclear waste.
They say that the pollution is being caused not by them, but by all the dead fish we have today in the sea.
Okay.
Welcome to Facts or Frauds.
This is State of Kansas versus Quentin Lawrence Height. It's case number 2025 TR 1215. Quentin Height appears apparently on his own Zoom. Jaron Regier appears on behalf of the state of Kansas and the Butler County Attorney's Office. For Height, court has an information before it which alleges in count one a charge of interference with law enforcement, a Class A non-person misdemeanor punishable by up to $2,500 fine and up to 1 year in the county jail or both. In count two, failure to register a vehicle, an unclassified non-person misdemeanor punishable by up to 30 days in the county jail and up to a $500 fine or both. What are your intentions regarding a plea here this afternoon, Mr. Height?
Good afternoon. I do not intend to plead.
Why is that, Mr. Height?
I have a few clerical things I'd like to clear up. Did you personally read the case filing for BU-2025-CR-000261 in its entirety?
No.
Do you believe that the filing document is true, complete, and correct?
I'm not sure why I'm answering your questions, Mr. Height. We're here on a first appearance on a criminal case.
I am trying to clear up to make sure that the charging documents are true and correct before proceeding.
I see nothing openly defective about the charging document.
Okay,
Well, let's move on. If you don't wish to enter a plea, the court will be entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf, Mr. Height. And we'll be establishing another court date.
Your Honor, that would not be my preference. I would like to have...
Well, I don't care if it's your preference or not.
Thank you. I would like to have a probable cause hearing before a plea.
You're not entitled to a probable cause hearing. This is a misdemeanor case rather than a felony case, and you're not in custody.
Okay, I have challenges that I would like to raise on the record formally for both the case filing and the field case report from the arresting officer.
Let me ask you, do you believe that you have the financial resources to hire a lawyer to represent you in this case?
I will not be hiring a lawyer. Thank you for asking.
So you're going to represent yourself in this case, is that correct?
I will be presenting myself. That is correct, yes.
You do understand that if you can't afford a lawyer, the court will consider appointing you one.
I do comprehend this. Thank you.
But you reject either retained or appointed counsel, and you're going to represent yourself in this case, correct?
I will be presenting myself.
Very well.
Thank you.
There was an appearance bond posted in this case. Apparently, it was a cash bond in the amount of $2,000. It secured the defendant's appearance. The court has approved that bond and will maintain Quentin Height under it, pending further proceedings in this case, which I will set.
Before that, I would like to request your lawful determination that this court has jurisdiction over this matter, as I cannot proceed until the field case report and the case filing are both verified complaints and true and correct.
I don't know where you're getting all this. According to the state's charging document, I'll advise you, Mr. Height, that it did take place somewhere in Butler County, Kansas.
Okay, thank you for that.
I do believe it has jurisdiction.
I do have a copy of a field case report and a case filing that I received from the Butler County Attorney's Office as well as the Butler County Sheriff's Office, and I have found inconsistencies in both of the documents that I'm trying to raise here formally with you that I cannot make a plea until they have been resolved.
All right. So I've entered a not guilty plea on your behalf.
I would like to please the court that this would be not on my behalf and under threat and duress, and only under the matter that you have moved on my behalf. I have not entered a plea.
All right.
Additionally, I'd like to let the record show that due to a lack of corpus delicti via verified complaint, jurisdictional defects, and the lack of essential elements to bring a formal complaint and charges against me, I must move for dismissal immediately based on the plaintiff's failure to present all the required elements. That is in regards to the case filing. Judge, I would also like to ask, will you be reviewing the case filing and field case report in their entirety to ensure that my due process rights are not violated before the arraignment hearing begins?
Court's going to assign the case to this division. I'm going to set a court date for Monday, August 25.
And what is the purpose of that court date, may I ask?
For further proceedings in the case, Mr. Height. It'll
Okay.
be your first appearance with following today's date. I'm going to set
Would
the
you
hearing
repeat that again?
time at 3:00 p.m. You may
My
appear
apologies.
by Zoom.
Is there an
3:00
in-person?
Monday, August 25 for further proceedings in this case before this court.
Thank you. And may I ask, is there an option for an in-person appearance?
Not for that court appearance.
Okay.
We'll conduct the next appearance by Zoom.
Okay. Is there an opportunity to be in person for any proceedings?
Yes.
Okay. And
But-
which proceedings would those be?
But what we've established today is the next one will be by Zoom. Now,
Okay.
if you don't want to appear remotely, you can come to the Butler County Judicial Center and you can participate from that location. You'll be participating by Zoom, but you can participate from the Judicial Center. So make
Okay.
sure that you have the resources available to you to fully participate in the next hearing. So Monday, August 25, 3:00, he's going to represent himself. And the court
And-
has approved and maintained him under his previously established bond of $2,000 cash.
May I also ask what
Okay,
judge
just a
and what
minute, I'm going to
court-
ask the prosecutor. Mr. Regier, is there anything else that we need to address regarding Quentin Height at this time?
Not on this particular matter, Your Honor, although in per my duty of candor as an officer of the court, I would tell the court that there does appear to be another case involving this same defendant, where it would appear that an appearance bond has been executed for at the end of next month. I'm not sure, given the court's orders, if the court wishes to address that matter at this time for the purposes of the judicial economy.
No. If he has multiple cases, that's the implication of having multiple cases, that he may have multiple court dates.
Very good. Your
So
Honor.
let's go ahead and cite for Mr. Height, just in case he doesn't have it written down on his calendar somewhere. What is the next scheduled appearance in this other case?
Your Honor, the state's information is that in Butler County 25 TR 1215, there appears to be a bond, specifically a cash bond in the amount of $1,000 for an appearance date on July 30th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
All right. I'll advise the defendant that he does have a separate appearance requirement in a different case for July 30th at 9:00 a.m. I trust that would be in Zoom court with Judge Webster on that date, Mr. Regier?
That would be the state's presumption, Your Honor.
Okay, and then of course you've still got your Zoom appearance requirement in this court on Monday, August 25 at 3:00, Mr. Height. I think that concludes our business on
I have
the
one-
case
one
at this
further
time.
question. One further question, please. For this matter, the new hearing that you have just set, who is the judge and the court presiding?
The new one that I just said, you mean in this case that was before the court today?
Correct.
This judge is hearing the
Okay.
case.
Thank you for clarifying.
And if there's nothing further, the Quentin Height matter will be in recess at this time, and we'll move on to another matter.
Thank you for your time.
We're on the record in 2025 TR 1215, State of Kansas versus Quentin Lawrence Height. Brett Sweeney for the state. The defendant appears in person and per se. Mr. Height, count one, you're charged with driving without your license and possession when demanded, an unclassified misdemeanor, a sentence up to 30 days and $500 maximum fines. And count 2, driving without registration or tag, an unclassified misdemeanor, up to $2,500 in fines and 30 days to 6 months. Do you want to, well, how do you want to proceed, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Quentin Lawrence Heidt, the accused in this matter. I'd like to briefly state for the record that I have made good faith efforts to meet with the prosecution prior to today's proceedings. I called the Butler County Attorney's Office twice and had in-person meeting times set up to discuss a dismissal agreement with the intention to obtain and present a valid Kansas driver's license, insurance, and registration on the car involved. Unfortunately, I was rescheduled on both occasions. The most recent meeting was scheduled for yesterday afternoon, but I was informed that Jared Regier had jury duty this week. At 7:55 a.m. this morning, I sent an email proposing a dismissal agreement. I also called the office at 8:19 a.m. to speak with Mr. Jared and his team, but unfortunately, Jared and both Brett Sweeney were unavailable. With that said, I am not sure if Mr. Sweeney was made aware of my meeting attempts, emails, or phone calls this morning by the receptionist in the county attorney's office this morning. Additionally, I do have a meeting set in person for August 7th at 3 p.m. for the discussion of the same matter. Given these circumstances, I request a continuance. I believe with a short amount of additional time, we may be able to resolve this matter efficiently without burdening the court. I'm also available to meet with the prosecution in person over the phone after court today or before 1 p.m. tomorrow. I'm also available to register my car on the same timeline to satisfy the diversion agreement. I respectfully ask the court for a brief continuance so that I may pursue this resolution opportunity directly with the county attorney's office. Thank you, Your Honor, and I yield.
All right, so are you waiving your right to counsel then and representing yourself?
I am presenting myself today.
And you understand that you can hire any attorney, and if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you can apply for court appointed and see if you qualify?
I do comprehend, yes.
Okay. Would you wish to proceed on your own behalf? Is anyone making you give up your right to an attorney?
No one.
All right. Well, I'm showing that you have knowingly and voluntarily waived your right to counsel so you can represent yourself. Put that, please, in the journal entry and docket notes. Next, have you looked online at the diversion program to see if you are interested in that?
I have not had an opportunity to do so. As I had stated, I was hoping to discuss the terms in person with Mr. Regier or hopefully this morning Mr. Sweeney, but they were both unavailable. So at this time, I have not reviewed the terms, no.
Looks like you have some pending cases in about at least 2 other counties. Does that sound right?
I would like to say that those matters are separate. I don't know if that is true or correct.
Well, 2 of them are in Butler County. It looks like one in Sedgwick. Let me see when the court date is so we can maybe put them together.
In Your Honor, I was going to mention that this case has actually already been set on Chief Judge Ricky's docket for another hearing, August 25th at 3 p.m.
May I ask, Destiny, are you talking in regards to the current matter that we were discussing today, the 1215?
Yes, it's regarding this case. It's going to be set with the other case as well, though.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so is Judge Ricky reassigning these 2 cases to himself?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there a felony case, Mr. Height?
I'm sorry, say again, please.
Well, I was just curious why Judge Ricky would snag 2 misdemeanors out of the group here. Do you have a felony case pending with Judge Ricky?
Not that I'm aware of, and as of my first hearing on the other aforementioned matter, he said he would not be lumping these 2 together. So this is of news to me. I was not made aware of this. And I also did state that my preference would be to have them separate, and he agreed as such. So this is interesting to me.
Mr. Sweeney, any information you might be able to have or like to shed on this?
Just kind of hearsay, Your Honor. Mr. Regier, prepping me for today's docket, did talk to me about this case and say that maybe he had meeting coming up with the defendant, but he did mention that Judge Rickey rather took one of the cases, but my understanding in speaking with Mr. Regier is that the other case was to remain in front of your honor. So all of them are misdemeanors, of course, including this one, but my understanding is that he was retaining one of the misdemeanors, but this traffic case was to remain down here. I could be incorrect, but that's what I understood in speaking with him.
And I believe that was what was previously stated. I do have a note as well on this case in the 25 TR 1215 from Judge Rickey's assistant, stating that it's to be moved and set for August 25th at 3 p.m.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Height, I'm not sure what Judge Rickey has in mind, but I trust he does, beyond any doubt. So we're going to move this case to Judge Rickey's docket, August 25th at 2:30.
Okay.
And license and registration. No clue, but I have plenty of cases to object. I'm grateful for any help. Let's see.
I would like to note on the record that it is my preference to keep these separate. Just wanted to make that heard.
That will be noted. Please note that on the record. Two unclassified, you don't have to make bond in that case. So I'm going to order that you reappear at the date and time given before Judge Rickey. Did he say whether he wanted that by Zoom or in person?
My request would be to be in person, and also I did want to state one more further thing for the record that the judge had during, like I had mentioned earlier, but wanted to make sure the record reflected that he was not planning to put them together. So just making that available. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, you may go, sir. She's from these proceedings. Just make sure you reappear at the date and time given.
Okay, and one more time for me, please. The date.
August 25th at 2:30. Didn't you say, Destiny?
I show at 3 p.m., Your Honor, but
Okay.
August 25th nonetheless.
August 25th, 3 p.m. And did he say again in person, or did he specify Zoom or in person?
I show that the other case is set by Zoom, so I would presume that both will be set by Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay. You might call back close to the date and confirm that that's right, sir.
Okay.
If you want a court-appointed attorney, you need to turn in an application for one. Do you want an attorney?
I do not.
Okay. All right. You may go, sir.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for yours.
For the next 20 seconds, we will be conducting a test of our early warning defense system. Repeat, this is just a test.
Atomic war! We're gonna die! My face! Where's the dog? Why is it always my responsibility? Who do you think I am? Your personal maid?
This has been a test.
And thanks for hanging out with us on Facts or Frauds. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, you're subscribed, and ring that bell. Also, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think.
Actually, I wish you could see the studio floor right now. There's nowhere more fascinating after a show. Everyone's so busy. Buzz. like bees or white Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
And a huge thank you to all of our Facts or Frauds channel members. If you'd like to become a member, click on the link in the description or click join right next to subscribe.
There's electricians all rolling up their cables. Whoops! Sorry, guys. And there's the sound technicians unplugging all the microphones. Okay if I keep mine on for a minute, Nobby? Stand up.
Now, if you're still hanging out, thank you. I appreciate you all. Why not hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Until next time, I'll see you soon.
And of course, there's lots of the producer's friends, all excited, waiting to meet the stars and generally getting in everybody's way. Just like our producer. Oh, we don't mind. Oh, and not forgetting the prop guys. They're busy striking the set. That's an interesting little point there. Striking. That's a word we all use in the biz for dismantling the set. Taking it apart, unscrewing things, releasing safety catches, that sort of thing.